the formal greetings are done at the Nandi airport, we meet Wane and Elise from Visions-Fiji, load up on a tour van and make our way to the Sofitel Resort to check in. Elise tells us there are slight changes to our itinerary.
All right, and just make sure to wear something comfortable. We'll be going to the village, and also because of the sun, so bring in your caps and your sunscreen. Okay? All right.
Sounds good.
After checking in and changing into comfortable clothes, we start our first adventure to the village of Nalesutale. It's during the hour-and-a-half road trip to this ancestral village that I noticed the driver's seat is on the right-hand side of the vehicle instead of the left. This is probably because of Fiji's British influence, even though it hasn't been a British colony since 1970. Once we arrived in Nalesutale, we are treated to a traditional lunch buffet prepared by a woman named Ta and other villagers. We eat lamb sausage, sweet potato, river fish, fruit. Oh, and this dish called roro. Ta describes how it's actually made.
I see you got some specialties here. What's this called?
Roro. That one is the leaf, and this are root crop. That one we just boil it in hot water and put in a plate, make it dry. Then you put on a plate and put a coconut cream and onion and tuna.
After finishing our first meal, our adventure continues up a steep mountain trail behind the village towards a waterfall. A little girl even peeks out of her hut to say hi on her way up. During this 2-hour trek, we absorb the breathtaking backdrop of the Sabeto Hills. Much like Guam, Fiji is rich in color, with different shades of green and blue saturating the landscape and sky. Along the way, one of our guides, Adam, points out the kava plant and explains its importance in Fiji's culture.
This is kava plant. Actually, we plant it and leave it for 7 years to get matured. After 7 years, we pull out the whole plant and the roots, wash them in the water and dry them in the sun to make the stuff dry. And we pound it to make it in powdered stuff. And we mix it with the fresh water and we drink it. That's how we drink kava.
After learning about kava, many of us stopped to admire the river, eventually crossing it and hiking up more hills to our destination. The hike itself is definitely a good workout. All of us stopped a few times just to catch our breath, some more than others.
So we just left the village of Nalesutale, and we're here right now with my two new friends, Adam and Yowani, and just want to find out where else are we going to?
Up to the waterfall.
How big is this waterfall?
What big? It's just a small area which you can go and have a swim and come back in the village.
And we've been doing a lot of hiking lately, and I know this is your first time doing this hike with us. How is the experience? I mean, you've lived here pretty much for most of your life. How is it coming and seeing a different part of your home?
It's really good. Get to see all this scenery and stuff. I've been being a Fijian here back at home, and you don't get to travel around that much. Don't get to know these kind of places, and it's really good. It's been a good experience.
It really was a good experience making our way to the waterfall. Once we got there, a few of the tour guides braved it and jumped off the top to cool down, which is about a 15 to 20 foot drop, including Wane. Even my photographer Eric Rosario decides to join in on the fun. Of course, the hike back down is much easier, and some of the guides show us it's okay to drink the fresh river water.
Are you feeling it?
Right on.
Oh, good.
Once we return to Nalesutale, it's time to load up in the van and make our way back to the Sofitel Resort, where Continental Airlines is holding a press conference on the first Guam to Fiji flight. A kava ceremony is also conducted, which is where we experience how Fiji's national drink is actually made. All the guests of honor take a turn downing a cup of kava, which is served from a coconut shell or billow. It's customary to clap your hands once and say bula when you receive it, and clap your hands 3 times and say bula when you're finished. Kava is known to be a mild sedative to help people relax. When I take a turn at drinking this unique drink, it really does taste like spicy, muddy water, while sort of numbing your tongue and throat, almost like when you visit the dentist. I also get a chance to speak with U.S. Ambassador Stephen McGann, who tells me he arrived in Fiji in October 2008. He also says the best part of being in this region is enhancing U.S. engagements in the Pacific.
So not only are we connecting Asia and North America, we are also connecting Polynesia, Micronesia, and Melanesia. And
I also ask him why driving at night back to where he lives isn't such a good idea.
No, we can't drive at night because, not because Fiji's dangerous, because it's a heavy agriculture area between Suva and Nandi, and if you're driving at night, you might hit a cow.
There are many reasons to remember Fiji, but Continental's Sales and Marketing Director David Kendall remembers how getting to this point meant being patient in connecting the Fijian community to Guam.
You know, this has been a very, very interesting year. And Continental is ecstatic to be launching service on the tail end of the year. And when you look at the speed bumps along the course of the year, it's quite a success story.
So we just wrapped up our first day here at Fiji. It was full of band greetings at the airport, a trip to a Fijian village, eating local food, hiking up a tropical rainforest, swimming in a waterfall, and now entertainment right in back of me for this inaugural flight from Guam to Fiji. So there's more to come, but it's almost 8 o'clock right now and the sun's still out.
Don't go away. Tropical Visions Fiji returns after this.